to D&D with Chrisiousity. We are having a fascinating discussion about the cost of feather fall spells. That was happening before we came on here, but yes, we are back with another riveting, exciting game happening in Lirune. I guess while Chrissy looks up the cost of the feather fall spells, Micro will try to piece together what we did last month. It's been almost a month, I think, since we've been together in this world.
Last time we got our most of us except for Elspeth got our asses kicked by monks. Then Blue had an upgrade.
Yes.
Of some description. And then we went towards the mountains. Well, a specific mountain, because we need to go down, because that's where the giants are, and the giants probably. And then the giant is probably where the. So on the way there, we had an encounter with a shambling mount and a couple of gelatinous cubes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And now we have woken up, having spent the night in an inn in a village at the foot of the mountain, and now we're looking to buy some scrolls of feather falling so we don't fall down and die.
Yeah, and Erasmus was very smart. He's like, I think I'm going to change the kind of damage I like to take more than any other damage to bludgeoning, because I
changed my fiendish resilience to bludgeoning, because half damage from rocks and rocks falls and everyone but Erasmus dies.
So what I can tell you is that the local store is willing to sell you a couple of featherfall things that they have on hand. They are asking for 80 gold, which is a little on the high side for the level of spell, but it's also kind of unsurprising that maybe
at the bottom of a cliff,
people might, overcharge people who come apparently.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
Oxygen tanks are really expensive at the foot of Everest. 80 times 3.
Yeah, sure.
80 in total.
Oh, it wouldn't be 80.
No. We're gonna get 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
80 per.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yep. I'll make that out of the payment from the Triton Kingdom, which was 340. So now that's down to 100.
Okay. So who wants them?
You're probably best off to cast them, but maybe who's
my Arcana is +4.
Yeah. What's yours?
You do have, unless you're not planning to bring her, you have Liddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is true.
She's a wizard. She could probably, we should give her one to actually add to her book. But that's still it takes a couple of hours though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which, do we have a couple of hours?
Well, I mean, if we don't
an
fall.
Hour per level, and then
she has Featherfall.
As a spell already. Okay.
Well, we got some backup, so in case we all go
so
down.
we don't have to teach her to her.
Oh no, it is not an Arcana check. You must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Oh, right.
So it's just your normal casting ability.
Oh, okay. So then anyone can do it, really.
Yeah.
Anyone with a good spellcasting, which I think that's really going to be
everybody.
Everybody's pretty good, right? Yeah, we're all pretty good at spellcasting.
Yeah.
No.
Except for Erasmus. So maybe not Erasmus.
My charisma is only 16.
I'm better at spellcasting than I am at other stuff.
Hitting things. Yeah.
Hitting things, yeah. Weirdly.
So yeah, I think everyone but Erasmus should probably take one. It's a reaction anyway. I think it takes 5 people.
Okay, yeah.
We cast it on 5 people, so
that's perfect. Well, no, we've got 6 people.
It's you or a creature. It's one creature.
This one's what?
Reaction which you take when one attacks when you or a creature within 60 feet falls. It is one creature. No, sorry.
No. It's like 5 people.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
you
weird
cast
way
it
to
on
phrase
Choose
it.
up to 5
people.
falling creatures within range.
Oh, I can't. That's a weird way to phrase it then. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, but you can only cast it as a reaction to you falling or someone within your 5 reach
Yeah.
falling.
All right.
And
That's
then
fair.
you cast it on 5 people.
One for Liddy,
And
one
then
for... Okay, so sorry,
Mhm.
one for Liddy, one for...
One for you and one for me.
Okay, I will add it to my inventory.
No, Liddy doesn't need one because she's already got
She's
it.
got it. Okay, then...
Yeah, so we're going to give
Reverence.
it to Reverence. The
Everyone-
only one who's not going to have it is going to be Erasmus because he sucks at spellcasting more than the monk,
Yes.
apparently.
The caster is really bad. That's like my stats are terrible, which is entirely with the character, so I don't mind.
All
Okay.
right. So, all right. So we're going to talk about, and you guys can, anybody who's on Roll20 will see again the image of what it is that you are going to be climbing today.
Yes.
And in Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit meta here, these kinds of things are kind of a pain in the ass. And I do not want this to be a journey of 1,000 rolls.
Okay.
There will obviously have to be rolls and skill checks, but
Yes.
I'm trying to minimize them because otherwise it's like, all right, now you've climbed another 40 feet, roll again and roll again and roll again. And we're not going to do that all day. So that's just not, nobody wants that. So,
Can we?
so first of all, you have Uzgex and you have Liddy. And I would like to just assume that they just pass their skill checks of climbing, their basic climbing skill checks. They have the skills to climb basically, right?
Okay.
For the rest of you guys, it will, when you do your sort of climbing, and I've split the mountain up into several different areas. Okay, so, and I'll tell you when you are going on this area, basically what it looks like to you and what, your choices you have. So, and then we'll do like a roll for the whole area, the whole range.
Okay.
Let's see. We will also be rolling occasionally D6s or things for random things that may or may not happen while you're up and climbing. So what I need to know from you guys is what, basically what your plan is, what armor you're planning to carry, what of anything that you're planning to carry, what kind of ropes or equipment or climbing equipment you're planning to use. I will remind you, because it has been so long, that where you're trying to get up, and this village is the Thunder King Valley village, and they just call this mountain Thunder King Peak here. This is the Thunder King considers this a test. If you have the mettle to get up to where he's at, he may deign to let you visit with him. He has not been open to having visitors in the last 20 years or so, apparently. And according to the villagers that you've talked to, a few people have tried, and they are roasted with lightning and then die. And then fall, and then they die. So it hasn't gone well for anybody, and they've tried to tell you very clearly not to go up there.
Do they have any tips on what route to take up there? Provided someone was stupid enough to actually do it.
You can roll like a persuasion, because everyone you've talked to has been like, you know, it's messy and we have to clean it up. And
I'm small.
rather
I'm small.
didn't.
I don't leave
We're
a lot of. I don't leave a lot of mess.
yeah, you leave more than they want to have to scoop off the rocks. You know, that's their attitude. So if you want to try to persuade someone to tell you something else, oh, is that your role? 22.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Wow.
Okay. So you do find one guy in your tavern one night that after drinking for a bit, a long time ago, he actually did the climb. And he's willing to talk to you about it. And he says, well, I went up back in the day. One thing you got to watch out for is sometimes a place will look like it's easier or has more stuff. He says, throw a little like rock or something and make sure the rocks there are stable and they're not going to slide out behind you. That's the problem with having all this damn lightning all the time. It doesn't do a lot for the rocks being really good and solid necessarily. You don't want something that's gonna, it looks like a good handhold, but it's gonna just, so.
Crumbly mountain.
That's what I would do. It can be a little crumble. You know, the thing about it is it only has to crumble once, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drunk Man and Bar.
Can you ask him how long it's going to take us to get up there?
Oh, good point. I would like to ask him that.
Well, I went real slow and it took me 3 days.
Oh,
It's possible to get up there in 1 day, you know, starting up early in the morning and doing it. It just, you're going to really risk getting real tired that way. So, you know, also, I wouldn't wear all this heavy metal you guys are wearing. You're going to wish you had about halfway up. Gravity is a real thing up on the peak, you know. That's just me.
Yeah, no.
Oh, appreciate it. Eavesdropping. Smith says.
So,
Okay.
There's room in the bag of holding for everyone's armor. So.
Well, I think I only have leather armor because I'm a druid anyway.
Yeah. My
I mean,
armor
it might be
magical.
worth. I mean, it might be worth not wearing it, but that's just up to you.
You spend all the guild group's
Yeah.
money on a set of armor, and you never get to wear it.
It's like a fucking tuxedo.
Also, I have swimming gloves that I can give to somebody else because I don't. Yeah, also
Well, yeah, they're all
swimming
the
and climbing
climbing.
gloves.
Oh, I have a
Swimming
cloak
in.
of protection. That's why my AC was +2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, who's the worst climber?
Probably me.
Who has the
I've got
lowest
the
strength?
lowest dex and strength.
It'd really be an athletics thing in this case.
Well, then it's definitely me because
0. Is it
Yeah,
-1?
mine is -2. My strength is 6.
He should have the climbing gloves.
Erasmus is weak.
Yeah.
All right, so climbing gloves to Erasmus. You have a pole, right? You have an immovable rod, right?
Yes, I do.
That might be worth. So my thought was, to let me go first with the immovable rod, so that we can make it up a bit, put up an immovable rod with some ropes, and then kind of help each other climb up the rest.
Okay, yeah. So if we start to fall, we'd have advantage on a saving throw or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the rod can't be moved. It takes 5,000 pounds or something like that.
So we can kind of almost even use it if we have enough rope. We can even use it kind of like a pulley.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or just anchor it somewhere, tie a rope to it, and tie ourselves up to the rope so that if we do fall.
I'll put my shield in the bag of holding.
Okay. I will add shield.
Okay. 2 potions of underwater breathing, which I still have. Otherwise, she travels light because, you know, I don't know, like a backpack with my sleeping gear, cloaks, rope,
And what did you
pitons.
say? 2 potions of water breathing?
Yep.
How much rope do we have that we can do that with?
I have 50.
Yeah, I've got 52. I've got hemp and rope. Yeah, my total
Mm.
weight is like 60 with all my equipment. Well,
Okay.
rounded up.
Oh, yeah, I guess I only have 50 because I probably... Okay.
We're all like, you know, none of us are
Well, we also have the
materialists.
advantage of having a bag of holding.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've never needed a weapon because I have my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna keep darts to throw at rocks, and I'll take So do you want to? I'll take the immovable rod, I guess.
Okay.
Immovable rod to blue.
Reverence, you gonna get out of that armor?
Mhm.
I guess I have no choice.
You always have a choice.
What
You
do you-
have a choice.
what are you wearing underneath
It's just
your
a
armor?
very bad choice to make.
Normal clothing.
And furs or whatever that you're given, the warm stuff. You look just kind of smaller now. a square.
Can you
I'm
wait,
not that
also-
small. Come on.
No.
I'm
But
on
like
the-
you look a bit more round now. Like there's softer curves, you know, your shoulders. You're not so boxy. It's nice. It's nice. The
You-
furs go well with your skin.
Sorry, RD, did you say you took the removable rod?
Yes.
Okay, I will delete it from my my list then.
And then you have the gloves
Yes.
of climbing, and I do not. Wherever I put them.
Okay.
Right.
Uskek will also give up his fancy armor to be put in the bag of holding, which
Okay,
leaves
I will
him
that.
pretty much like when you first met him, and he was kind of underdressed.
Mhm. Do we have like do we only have like rope and pitons, or do we actually have like climbing harnesses and things?
You never bought any climbing harnesses,
Yeah,
so
probably
you
should
should
get
go look
those.
for it.
Yeah, so that might be worth getting, so that we don't have to like just tie ropes off to each other, but actually like.
Yep.
I
Okay.
mean, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And not dangerous at all.
All right,
how-
harnesses.
Yeah. How much would they be?
A standard harness, you are told, will cost you 60 gold apiece.
What about a child's one?
There are no childs. They are not giving up any children's harnesses. But- so you would need to have one made for you, Erasmus.
Right.
And it would cost more. It would cost 80 because they're just like, no.
Should've
This
gotten that
this creature, what are you doing? He can't get anywhere. He's just a little creature.
Okay, so
Wait. Elspeth turns to the group and say, "Why don't we look? Reverence is very strong. Why don't we just have Erasmus ride on Reverence's back and like tie him together with rope? Well, like
You're just gonna have me carry him all the way up the mountain.
Yeah, you can handle it. You're big and
he's
tough
got
and
the
strong.
gloves. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I
However-
have the gloves. I have gloves.
Oh, okay. No, I just like the idea
However-
of the sort of Princess Bride, you know, the cliffs of insanity. You know?
I would rather, I'd
No,
rather-
I would
I'm
actually
not-
like to talk to the shopkeeper about making a papoose for Reverence that fits Erasmus, so that we could do this in the future, but obviously not right now.
Why is this such a
This-
fantasy for you?
It makes complete sense.
We're always
because
tying Reverence up. Remember we tied him up when we had to fight the sea monster?
I can't.
I feel like you've all developed a weird bondage kink for me.
the tank needs a cannon.
Yeah. You just run in a battle and have
Throw 'em.
Erasmus shoot everything.
Yeah, just haul him and throw him across the battlefield at somebody and
The fastball special.
I'll remember that next time.
Okay, so how many harnesses? Okay, we can't buy one for Erasmus. We should probably buy one for Elspeth and Reverence, and
And
probably our two interns.
Yes.
the 240.
And then I hate to say that I'd be fine, but I'd probably be fine. And
So
I say this as like final words of Blue as he falls.
should we just get you a harness as well? Make it 300.
Okay. So 5 harnesses.
So what I'm with everything you get, the DC comes down a little bit. So the pythons and the rope and the harnesses,
And the rod.
that's the rod.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to take the DC down. So instead of like in some places you'd have like an 1820 DC, now it's going to be, significantly lower than that, which is good.
Yes, yes.
Not dying is good.
I'm not necessarily going to tell you what the DC is because sometimes there might be some surprises there, but definitely with the harness and harness ropes. Are you tying? Is anybody tied to anybody else, or?
I think that would be the most, because then more people could have a chance to resist the tug. So I think
I feel like I should at least be tied to someone who is like who can hold on better.
Well, I think
Don't you have magical gloves that help you pull?
If nothing else, you
yeah.
should be like in the middle somewhere.
No, no. Remember, the gloves just give me a +5. That means I have a +3 to athletics effectively. And that's not that much.
Okay, how do they do it in Game of Thrones when they scaled the wall? They were all tied together in a long. But I'm just trying to think of the visual of this, right? They were all tied together in like a chain of 3 or 4, two or 3 or something.
Probably, yeah, maybe smaller groups.
And there are 6 of us.
Yeah, so we could do 2 groups of 3.
Yep.
So we don't know what the checks are, so we shouldn't pretend.
Yeah, because it might make sense if we're gonna do 2 groups of 3, then we should have the 2 strongest people be in separate groups, and then the next 2 strongest people, and then the weakest people.
Mm-hmm.
So probably keep Erasmus and Liddy separate.
Yes, and probably keep the weakest person in the middle.
Okay. Erasmus and Liddy in the middle. Blue and Reverence, or what's his name? Other Dragonborn? Uzgex.
Do you want to run Uzgex Erasmus in case he needs to make checks? He's not going to make the average check, just the climbing check, but
yeah, sure.
Like if something comes up that he needs to do.
I can click buttons.
All right, well, let's do what's the total strength here? So, for instance, mine is 10, and Erasmus's is 6. So I'm just thinking, what's Uzgek's strength?
My athletics is 8.
Athletics is
is
8.
about
Okay.
7 or 8.
Okay. Yeah, my athletics is 0. Oh.
Mine is going to be 3 now, at least for climbing.
Okay, so that's good to know. If we could just kind of total up the athletics bonuses in the groups and make sure they're kind of even, that should.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Blues is going to be 4 plus climbing speed, which I think is 5, so 9.
Oh, wow. Okay, so each of you are in a group. I mean, and then Uzgex, yeah, athletics.
And Liddy.
Mm-hmm.
Uzgex, I can look up Uzgex.
Liddy's just probably like 0 if I had to.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine that's very high.
It's Uzgex's is 8.
Her athletics is actually a 5. She has athletics as a skill.
Well, she's a dwarf.
Oh, and Google Sixes, yeah. So okay, so maybe we shouldn't discount them.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm trying to think. Probably then the 2 strongest with the weakest. So Blue and Reverence with Erasmus.
Sure.
Yeah, works.
And then Uzgex is +8. Mine is 0 and Liddy's is 5.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the middle of that group of 3.
That'll work.
Yeah, I think the 5 is just based on her dwarfiness.
It's her. She's actually took it as a skill.
Eh.
She has the athletic.
She likes to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
Or,
And she has
whatever
a
she works out
2
on the
She
weekends.
has a 14 strength.
I can't even remember. I don't remember when I made her what the thinking was there. I know that there was thinking behind all the decisions.
Well, I
so-
appreciate it right now.
I think dwarves get athletics.
Mm. Oh,
I think that might be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mountain dwarf, isn't she?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
she
just
might have
imagine
gotten
Liddy.
it.
hmm
She can also wear full plate armor.
Nice. I could just imagine Liddy just liking to, pump iron on the weekend when she's not studying, or
Yeah.
while she's studying, she's
Does
just
chin-ups.
lifting weights.
yeah.
Just a muscle wizard.
Yeah, why not?
She cast punch.
All right. So you have your groups that are tied together.
Mm-hmm.
You have your equipment.
Yep.
And all right. Are you planning to start out then at dawn or?
Yeah, why not?
Probably.
Probably. Yes. Yeah. Which is I don't know what time of year it is, might be a bit later in the day, but yep, dawn. Because when your fingers are cold, that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Question. What's the weather like?
Mm.
Because if it's raining a lot, then we shouldn't go up.
It's going to rain. You are climbing the Thunder King Peak.
It's like
Yeah.
Florida. It just rains every day.
Okay.
So right now, there's no sign of anything, but basically this is what
Magic.
you've been told. As soon as the Thunder King gets the idea that somebody's climbing up his peak, he's gonna
Climbing up.
start it. You're
Oh.
gonna get some lightning.
Fucking troll under a bridge.
Yeah, I want to grab a bunch of pebbles.
I mean,
Oh, you
And-
you want darts?
No,
I'm not sure
I-
if that'll
No, there
help
was
you
just
make
a.
it better, but whatever.
It's a piece of advice that Erasmus got that I overheard
Yes. I know,
Yes.
but I have
So-
darts that are like an actual throwing weapon as opposed to like just random.
But-
like
but-
they're meant to be thrown.
him. Oh, are they like?
yeah, but
you
then
know-
you're wasting weapons.
Yeah, that's I didn't want to like it's like throwing daggers. Like okay, you can.
Blue
but...
has thrown a single dart this whole campaign.
Save it. You don't want to.
All
throw it away.
24 because I've thrown a single dart. So I have that's how I know how many darts I've thrown.
Pebbles are
I know
free.
How many I started with.
Also, I can just do firebolt on the.
Yeah, that's a great
Oh,
idea. On
That's,
one,
I love that. I love the idea of just attacking the mountain.
yeah, firebolt.
Well, you're on it.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm sure nothing's gonna go wrong with that, Erasmus.
How is that different from shooting? How's
Oh.
that different from shooting?
I'm
Shooting.
not trying
throwing
to kill
pebbles
them.
at-
Like,
I'm not. Firebolt is like it's a mountain. It's not. I don't think fire damage really does a whole lot to it.
Yeah,
It's more
falling rocks. Have you ever seen the signs for falling rocks in
yeah,
mountainous
I also
areas?
I don't think it's gonna give you like a good I think if you hit a rock with a firebolt, it's probably going to make rocks fall. The whole point of throwing things at it is to see if the rocks stay or not.
Not to loosen them up.
Not to make it harder for us to climb that way.
No, that gets rid of all the loose rocks.
Yeah, including the ones we're on. So have we had a discussion at all about this big fight we're supposed to have at the top of the mountain? Like any plans for that? Or we
Are
just
we
gonna?
having a big fight? I don't think we have.
Wasn't
I mean,
the,
we probably will.
It's the mountain.
wasn't the story you get to the top and then someone kicks your ass and they throw you off?
No, he tries to kick your ass on the way up.
I thought he kicked your ass on the way into the top too, because he hasn't seen anyone in like 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
So even if you do
it's-
make it,
nobody has made it all the way up in the past 20 years. You've heard a bunch of different stories, some of which might be legends or, exaggerations or just attempts to convince you that this is a really fucking stupid idea and you shouldn't do it. So, it's really hard. Apparently, he's just a homicidal maniac
Hmm.
is basically what you're getting at this point. But it's really hard, and that is not what Blue. That is not what your teacher told you. He told you this is a person who's definitely going to challenge you and make you prove your worthiness. But you didn't get, and he's going to try to do everything he can to kill you at every point. He's just trying to test you. But once you got here, they're definitely giving you a different story that no, he's gonna eat your bones and roast your flesh, and he's out for blood and death and gore, every day of the year.
Does he know
How
Herrick?
tall is this mountain?
It is nearly 3,000 feet.
Only.
Okay, I can get a third of the way up it in 2 turns then. And
What?
don't work.
If you were to use
I can
things
get 500 in 4 turns. I would be able to get halfway up the mountain.
You're gonna
To
die.
be fair,
That's good. Take him off the ropes. Let him try it. Let
Yeah,
him
yeah,
try it.
yeah.
I want to see this. I want
This is what-
nobody rope up to him.
hang on. Blue, what your mentor told you was not to try to use that kind of test, because then
Oh,
he would just try to kill you.
okay.
You
I actually have to do it.
Prove
Okay.
your worthiness, and
God damn it.
cheating by flying, or he specifically said don't try to fly up the mountain, don't try to use those kind of magic tricks, because if he catches you doing that, there's no way. You have to earn your way up into his
God
cloud
damn it.
palace, high
Fair enough.
above the mountain. So
I thought I
Oh.
was being clever.
I wanted to ask Liddy if she can kind of shout out to us the terrain. Like, is this pretty easy going? Is this going to be more difficult going? Is this going to be dangerous going? Because I can wild shape into a spider, and for the particularly dangerous areas, I might get, advantages on my rolls in spider form because I can have a climbing speed. But I can only do it twice a day for an hour, so that would also be helpful. If when we get to different sections, she can use her expertise on mountains to.
yes,
No.
But yeah, she is like don't dwarves get like don't they naturally have some kind of like rock thing that they can tell rocks? I think they do.
I don't know about that. I've never played a dwarf.
I know that's an older edition thing. I don't know about this one. Let me look at Liddy.
as far as I know, nothing exactly like that. But if you were
Yeah, they
to
have
ask,
stone cutting.
Ah,
There you go. What it does.
yeah,
Oh, okay, it's stonework. It's not like okay, fair enough.
so she'll have. Is she proficient in history? Probably.
Yeah, but it's
Yes,
stonework.
yes, she
It's
is.
stone-
That's like
Stonework.
architecture.
So
Right?
should
Yeah.
get an extra
Not mountains.
couple of an extra proficiency bonus.
for rolls on.
But this is for checking out like architecture, not like mountains. So
But if you figure her history might be her experience with living around rocks and being careful around, ones that are unstable.
I would let you add an extra. She's from the mountains. She knows the mountains. I'd let you add a proficiency bonus to whatever she had to roll to figure out what she was doing. Okay,
that's fair.
that seems reasonable. So,
Cool.
and
I guess.
so
Up the mountain then.
And Blue, you're topped up on healing spells?
Yes, I'll have healing word, and I think I still have a healing potion with me.
Okay. Because I can.
I have bless. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think. I looking at spells. I don't think there's anything else that would be worth taking.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think I have cure wounds on, and yeah, I don't think anything else would be worth it. or healing word, or one of them. I forget which one I got. Which one I got? Healing word on.
Yeah, I've got aid, but I'll wait if we actually start taking damage. I can also boost people's hit points
Mm.
for the 8
Mhm.
hours, but we wait and see how it goes. Rather than, I don't
The
want to blow this
minimum
one.
this would probably take you is a full, like, it would probably take like 16 hours, unless you guys went crazy with the rolls and was just doing nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
so you will have to think about that in terms of using spells that would usually, a spell lasts an hour. That's
Yeah.
more than enough to do almost anything, but in this case, it wouldn't be.
Mhm.
So
So 8 hours. I mean, it might be worth casting it if it's 8 hours before we even get up there. Before we even start, just in case we take damage.
Let me remind myself how many. Cast it 3 or higher apart. Okay, so I can do up to 3 creatures. So I can do all y'all. I can.
Well, maybe worth. Who's got? It's probably worth giving it to the people who are going to take the most damage. So not Erasmus, not Blue, probably, and maybe.
Okay, so me and the 2.
Me and Uzgex.
Yeah, whoever's got the lowest HP and is most likely to take.
We're gonna take. We don't have armor on.
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
So yeah, so maybe the 3 of you, Uzgex, Reverence, and Elspeth.
All right, so I'm gonna use one of my 5th level slots because I don't have any spells. All I can do is upgrade spells. So that is 3rd level higher, additional 5 for each one above 2nd. So it starts off as 5, then 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So 20 hit points boost for all 3 of us.
Cool.
So before we leave at the foot of the mountains, I would like to burn a couple of pages as a. Hey, can you watch over me, patron? I want to die on the mountain.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh, you still got the thing.
He's dead.
In
That's
between.
You
Oh,
feel very confident right now. You feel like your patron is marching along beside you practically, as much as a fire being can march.
I can't wait for you to just be smote, like just in the middle of this.
Isn't
Erasmus just catches on fire.
Isn't he still in a god love triangle?
Yeah.
between-
I am. That's why I had to roll the check.
Okay.
Okay. So, you guys, we're all set to go then?
I think.
I reckon.
I think
Okay.
so.
So you guys have been staring at this mountain from something of a distance for a few days now. But when you actually get there and you're standing at the base, it is
Not that bad.
incredibly enormous. You feel tiny. You just look up and it's like, but, you sort of are resolved and you are ready to go. So you have your groups, you have your setup. Blue, are you going first?
Yep, Blue's gonna go first.
All right, you can roll your. Sorry.
No, well, okay. What am I gonna? I know without knowing what to roll because that seems extremely unfair. Blue is going to focus for a second and use his arms of the astral self to hopefully let me use my wisdom instead of strength on saves and strength checks.
You're gonna climb with your imaginary friend arms.
Imaginary friend arm. I can give myself a hug.
Oh, you can pat yourself.
Can you read off the part that is about that?
Sure.
That does that. I could go get the book, but I'm lazy.
That's okay. I have it on my desk. So, patrons, fighting styles. Come on, monks. Where you at, monks? Rangers, rogues, paladins, monks. Arms of the astral self. As a bonus action, you can use 1 key point to summon arms on your astral self. When you do so, each creature takes stats attacking things. For 10 minutes, these spectral arms hover near your shoulders or surrounding your arms. While the spectral arms are present, you gain the following benefits. You can use a wisdom modifier in place of your strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saving throws. That's the part I wanted to do. So,
All right.
10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes for that. So I will. So basically, on your first leg, it's going to be better. But then after 10 minutes of climbing, your ability is going to go down a bit. So,
Okay.
what is your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is 0, which is why I want to use my wisdom.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
at
also have a climb speed.
I do have a climb speed. I forgot.
Oh shit.
All right. So you can make your athletics check and add the wisdom modifier for the first part of it. And right now, you're kind of climbing alone, right? And then you're going to put the rod in. That's the plan.
That is the plan, yes.
All right. So you're not using pythons or anything. You're just using your climbing speed.
Yep, I'm just going to claw my way up.
All right.
Built-in pythons.
Okay. So how far do you plan to climb up to use before you put the bar in?
Oh, let's see. How much rope are we going to be able to have if to be able to start helping people up?
50 feet.
Well,
and-
Yeah, well, we're
Minus-
tied together.
Hmm.
So I don't know how much.
Well, I guess
They
are we
might-
tied together, or are you looping it through the harnesses? Because
Oh yeah, that's
Blue's-
true. We would be looping in through the harnesses. So
Yeah.
Well, Blue's going to head up on his own first and then kind of start us off by giving everyone an anchor, and then you all can use a rope tied to the immovable rod to make your ways up. So do we want to tie more than one rope together?
50 feet at a time, or 45 feet at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
The slab.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so we'll do 45 feet then.
Okay. All right. So roll the athletics check.
Okay, so I'm gonna just so that things aren't so that's a 7 plus proficiency, which is 4, so that's 11 plus wisdom, which is 5, so that's 16. And then does climbing speed we said plus 5?
that's what the gloves
Yeah.
gives you at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 21. 21.
Okay. So you're proficient in athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7 plus 4,
Plus
11
5. Mm-hmm.
plus 5 is 16. And
Mhm.
then for the first 10 minutes, you're up to 21. Okay. 16 is enough. It gets you the amount. Yeah, you do feel a boost, quite a bit of a boost when your astral arms are up. After 10 minutes, when this sort of lags, it's much more of a struggle, but you're still able to do it. So you get there and you pop it in the movable rod, or do what I expect you would do for it, anchor it, use it as an anchor.
Yep.
And drop down the rope. And I guess you guys the rest of you now can roll athletics checks.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh boy.
you've got your gloves
And that
though,
is-
so you get a +3 to that.
I get a +3 to that.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
You're in danger, girl.
We just barely started.
All right.
This isn't a boat.
You're in the middle, though, right? We stuck you in the middle.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So you'll all get there right now.
Like that.
It is Elspeth, you feel really good about the climbing that you're doing, and it's, you're like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Spider experience.
Well, yeah. It must be that spider just makes it feel, you get right where you should put your hands and how you should move. It's just cool. Erasmus, had you not had those gloves, you can tell you probably would never have gotten up there. As it is, you get up there by struggling, because this is not easy on your frame. And reverence, maybe it's the just feeling
Pulling Erasmus up.
pulling Erasmus, having to worry about other people. It's not. You get there, but it's not easy to get there. So you guys do make it eventually.
Erasmus is like, oh man, thank God for those gloves. I would have fallen. I'm like, I've been pulling you this entire time. You've not even touched the mountain.
My best.
He's just been closing his eyes and thinking he's been climbing up.
All right, I would like
It's like there's no resistance.
one of you to roll a d6.
Okay. I got it.
You go.
Oh, boy.
That's a one. Good. Not bad. We'll find out.
Let's hope we roll low to be not noticed.
You're clearly noticed.
Damn! It went the other way.
And you could tell that you're noticed because a bolt of lightning spears out from the clouds and whacks right in the middle of the rope,
Oh no.
causing it to break. You are holding onto the mountain at this point. You don't fall.
Which rope?
It's going to be here. I'll roll a d4. And you have a reverence team and a blue team?
4.
No.
No, Reverence.
Oosgex and a reverence team and
Yeah.
an Oosgex team.
I'm with the
Okay.
NPCs.
Yes.
All right, so the Oosgex team is the one that
Oh,
hit.
thanks.
I was thinking, reverence team was odd and the other team was even.
Mhm.
Blue team was even.
The dice are a cruel mistress.
And they have whacked you. So that is going to make things a little harder for you.
I've got more rope, so we can replace the rope.
Gonna run out of rope real quick here.
Yeah.
All you need to do is tie the two ends
Ends
together.
Well, one of them might have
the
fallen.
mend spell?
Oh, that would be useful.
No one has the mending spell?
No.
Does Liddy?
Lydia, your character, does she have it?
That's the wrong page. Spells. Yeah, she does.
Woo.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. We can just
Glue them back
Keep
together.
mending it together.
Nice
Is
one.
it like worth a spell slot? Is it a spell slot?
No,
It's
it's,
a
a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Nice.
Just put them back together and mend it.
Mhm. We can just do that to the mountain. Then it isn't crumbly anymore.
Oh my
That's
gosh, you
not
guys, it's
bad.
snowing
Just
outside. Where I am, it's the
Oh.
first time it snowed this year.
Oh,
Oh, it's super pretty. Okay, sorry, I just went for that reason.
That's fine.
Continue. My apologies.
No, not at all. I'm not going to make you roll for each 50 feet you guys do. Taking it the way that you have taken it, you get about the first fifth of the way up, or the first maybe a quarter of the way up.
Yeah.
And now, when you get up there and you're all together, Blue, you look around and you see that there's really two ways that you could go. So let's say you're kind of up here. Oh, every time I do this, it does that to me. Stop it. Stop it. Fixed it. Come on. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. It's not letting me do the ping.
Oh,
Are you on?
Oh, there it is.
The ping.
Yeah. All right.
No, that was me being
All right.
Oh.
You're up a little higher than that, but
like there.
so.
I'm looking at the crack by the white. Sorry. Go ahead, Chrissy.
No problem. There is a side to one side of you that seems to you to be very steep, does have handholds, and maybe even if you get up a little ways, a place where you could rest. So that's sort of more to your right. Towards your left, it looks pretty good there, as far as looks like it's not as steep. There seems to be more handholds. It looks very secure to you just from the eyeballing, just from your passive perception. You also notice, though, that there is some bird shit over there, and it is a lot. Like more than a regular sized bird could.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go the other way.
What does our mountain expert think?
Yeah.
All right. Roll. You could roll perception or investigation for Liddy and add an extra proficiency bonus to it.
That's a weird thing for a mountain dwarf. Perception or investigation, you said? Okay. So then +4 to this, or +3 to this. So 11.
She says, well, I would probably, it's hard to tell. It depends on if that bird shit is old, or if that's a sign that there's something really roosting.
I think we stay away from things that
Well,
have young.
it rains a lot, so presumably any bird shit that wasn't old would be washed away.
Yeah, let's not go that way.
Okay.
Go to the right.
And Erasmus, the minute you say it rains a lot,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
the very second it starts to rain, and the mountain becomes rather slick and cold.
I blame
Alright.
this on you, Erasmus.
Mhm.
That's entirely fair.
Erasmus does control the weather.
All right.
I am so powerful. I can control the weather.
So, Blue, you start going again. So roll me another athletics.
All right. Go athletics.
Oh, damn.
Go, kitty.
You somehow, the rain just like wet. It just puts a little fire in your step. You're like, I hate wet, I hate rain. Getting up here as fast as I can so I can get out of this rain. And you just sort of zip up the place that you want to be. And now everybody else can roll an athletics check.
All right, I think at this point, Elsbeth is going to shapeshift into giant spider form.
Okay.
And it says here, spider climb. The spider can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down or on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Ah.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave behind Liddy and Uxkex to die.
No, we're all tied
Yep.
together.
Well, but the harness wouldn't like be on the.
I'm a giant spider. I'm a giant spider. I'll fill the harness. Probably gonna pinch me, to be honest.
All right, so Reverence, if you could do an athletics check.
Yep.
You go, Blue. Sorry, I was looking at my sheets.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, that is mine. It is Reverence's. Yeah. Okay.
All right, roll me a d6.
Oh, and minus, of course, a plus with a +3.
Yeah. All right. So what happens now? Who is above who in the climbing?
I imagine I'm pulling the group upwards in my group.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Well,
No, we decided Erasmus would be in the middle, so it should be Blue, Erasmus.
Well, they can't be in. Yeah.
Blue, Erasmus,
Blue, because he already climbed up, and then me,
and Erasmus
and then,
and Reverence.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, Erasmus is on top, is ahead of you, and he at one point slips. He comes directly down on your head before you have a chance to sort of realize what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a strength save.
This is +5 to whatever I roll. Oh, it's being dumb. Look at it, I'm pretty sure. There you go. So, 18.
All right. You do manage to hold on. You are going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage from Erasmus on your head, hitting
Okay.
you in the head. So, Erasmus, if you want to roll that d6 for him.
Sure. Sorry.
So you take 5 points.
Okay.
5 points of Erasmus damage.
5 points of Erasmus falling on your head damage.
Very unique.
Yeah, it's not bludgeoning.
It bypasses all resistances.
I should just let you fall.
Wait till you get higher.
Okay.
We'll wait till we're almost at the top.
Right. So she'll stay like that for an hour, her full time, before it goes off.
All right, so it takes more because I'm folding time a lot. It's going to take more than an hour, so I do need you to make
Okay.
an athletics for whenever that
Wears
comes
off.
out. Yeah.
See, that's why I wanted to avoid that.
Okay. So let me look at you. All right. So at first, as you are a giant spider,
Fuzzy, cute giant spider.
giant fuzzy, cute, adorable spider. Everything seems to be going just ducky.
Mhm.
You're like, yeah, this is cool. And then the minute you turn back into Elspeth,
Yeah.
it's like, this, what is happening? And your body just like, it practically rebels against whatever the hell it is that you're doing. And it's it's a mess. Roll me a d6.
Okay. One.
The rope that you had, you kept it tied onto you as a spider, and somehow it just doesn't stay the right size. It doesn't stay tied to you when you turn back into human. It falls off and you fall.
Oh, wonderful.
So you can tell me what it is you're gonna do.
Well, I'm in the middle, so Liddy and Uzgex, sorry, are on the rocks. So they would presumably like lock down when they see me sliding. And then I am going to, I guess, make a dexterity saving throw to try to grab a hold of some place on the slidey wet rock.
Okay. And if you're in the middle, I'm assuming Uzgex is on the bottom, or is it Liddy on the bottom?
I kind of thought we were going 3 across, but I guess with the pole that's not really possible. Is it?
I would say that Uzgex is, if you're going kind of across, then Uzgex is the only one who has a chance of reaching you, just because he's big.
Okay. All right. So
So
also, I'm gonna. This is like it lasts for a minute. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself before I make my.
That isn't that an action in and of itself? Cast guidance.
Well, it
Yes.
depends
yeah,
on. It's not a okay.
yeah, I don't think you're gonna be
Have
able
time.
to do that.
All right. Well,
And do the dex save, and
yeah.
so you
Okay.
can do a dex save, and you can I'll say you can do it with advantage because, well, actually, first, Erasmus, can you roll either athletics or acrobatics for Uzgex?
No, I can't because I don't have access to the sheet. I can't go into that.
Yeah, I can
Sorry.
only see his bio. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had given it to you.
That's fine.
Hang on. I let Blue get gave it to the wrong person. My apologies. All right.
There we
I'll
go.
there you go.
What? Either athletics or
Yeah, probably athletics. He's got better athletics than acrobatics.
he will do in athletics. Let's see.
All right.
It's
That's a 12.
So should I do my dex?
yeah, do a dex save. I'll let you do it with advantage because even though he definitely is not going to be able to catch you with
Yeah.
that.
Clutch though.
Wow. That is awesome. Boy. Just seeing his arm reach out, you reach and you grab him, and then you grab the side of the mountain, and you are there.
Pancake
You
my
just-
face right into the side of it.
Better than
Wow.
pancaking it into the ground.
Panting.
All
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
right.
I guess we need some more mending on my side before we don't continue to move up.
Oh, the jump.
It isn't
the rope
broken.
break.
Oh, okay.
Just
Slid.
Sort of slipped right off of you as you were in the
Okay.
way of changing bodies. It didn't sort of change with you quite quickly enough. So you can probably, with that dex, I'm not going to make you do another dex check for that. You can get that tied back on and figured out while
Okay.
you guys are holding on.
I'll shout some nut advice.
Thanks.
This isn't a boat.
All right.
No, if anyone here knows how to tie good rotten nuts, it would be me.
Yeah, but do you?
Still not convinced you know anything about
This does not bode well.
it.
All right. Blue, why don't you roll a d6?
Okay. Go numbers.
All right.
That's
One.
one.
I also need to know how far apart you guys basically are. But Blue, you're significantly far apart from everybody, right?
Yeah, I think at this point, yes. I think.
Yeah. So, but for those people who are more or less tied together, are you like, how much rope is between you guys? 10 feet, 20 feet?
How long is the rope that we're using? 50?
50 feet.
So if there's 3 of us, I don't know, 15 feet to 20 feet apart.
Okay. All right. So, Blue, you need to make a dex save as a giant lightning comes directly for your head.
Oh, you got this.
Go deck save.
Yeah.
26.
Good.
That plus
All
9.
right.
No
So
cyber.
it's going to be a lot, even with that. It is a 12d8.
Do you not have evasion?
I do have evasion.
So he
so
takes
it's gonna be
none if it
half-
takes half.
Yeah.
All
Well, I
right,
don't know.
so-
I guess it depends on what it is.
If it's a
Okay.
dex save, it's
Lightning
not
spell.
worth it.
So if it's a deck
If
save,
it's a dex save, it is a dex save, yes.
okay, I take no damage on
a success.
on successes and
Yep.
half damage on fails.
Yep.
Because Blue's got evasion.
Like a door swings,
So
Blue's just
you're
gonna
So,
swing off the
Take
mountainside.
like a quarter of the damage.
No, he takes no damage. If
He
he
takes
if he
no
if he wait if he makes his
fail.
dex save, if he fails his dex save, he always takes half. of
Yeah.
his
Okay.
evasion.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything just gets scooted over, so I can't.
So
really-
I'm not even gonna roll it. Boy, that you could tell from what happens to the stone that you wiggle away from, that was coming and it was very powerful, but it did miss you. So
Anyone else smell ozone?
Go evasion.
yeah.
How many times can you do that?
It's just a
many
thing.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
Passive.
This is built into him.
It's
Rogues
built in
and
amongst
monks.
us. Mhm.
Get it?
I'll look forward to that when we do the circus.
So let's see. I'm going to need everybody at this point to make a con save.
All right.
Whether or not you become exhausted.
Plus 5 or whatever I roll.
Oof, duh.
So 16.
Okay, that's enough. Especially because you guys are helping each other out a little bit. That is enough. But Blue, you are starting to get tired. Are you going to stop and take a break at this point, or are you going to go on to the next section?
Was there a place you saw that we were climbing toward that had a
Mhm.
good rest?
Yeah,
There
did we make
wasn't-
it to this?
There was just like a little lip. You could probably just sit on it for a bit and take a short rest there.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
That seems sensible.
Okay.
We're also making ourselves sitting ducks, but
We could just like put the immovable rod just a little bit higher and hope that we can use it like a lightning rod.
I don't think this is natural lightning. I don't think that's how it works. I think
I don't know how well. Like, to be fair, I don't know how
Someone's
lightning
aiming.
works.
also it wouldn't work to work as a lightning rod. It kind of has to be connected to the earth.
We can stick it. We can put it up against the wall and turn it on.
Is it made of metal?
Yeah,
I don't know. Is
it
it?
is.
Okay.
The description is that it's like a long rod with a button on the end,
Mhm.
made of metal.
Yeah, if you can find some place to sit. I mean, don't get it knocked off so it gets fallen to the ground.
It
It's an
literally
immovable
can't.
rod.
It literally
Oh,
can't
true.
be knocked. That is the whole point.
Yeah, maybe scamper up and just put it somewhere away from us, or scamper over.
Sure.
And then have us be tied to it.
No. Scamper off like 10 feet up above and
Who knows? It might give it
stick the
disadvantage.
movable. Yeah. Stick the immovable rod into the side of the mountain and turn it on and scamper back down.
You can roll Arcana or Intelligence to see whether this is going to work.
I think Blue's gonna do it regardless of whether it's gonna work or not. Like, whatever.
I would like to roll an Arcana just to.
You've seen this happen on tall buildings that they have big metal rods.
15.
Yeah, this is magic lightning being thrown by somebody. It's not going to work. He can do it. It makes him feel better, but it's not going to help anything.
At least the people who come after us and get it to use it after we all die. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't look down. Elspeth isn't going to look down. Or out.
It's very pretty down there. Oh, I can see the village.
All
Sure
right.
is a long fall.
Don't tempt me to nudge you.
Right, Erasmus?
Yeah, it's a very long fall.
Be a shame someone just fell off of this. Or were
How
thrown.
high up are we at this point? Like how many
At this
feet?
point, you are, I would say you're a good 1,000 feet up.
Okay.
It has taken you,
Here? Maybe?
what?
Where we were here before or around here? Are we like around this area?
Yeah. A little to the right of it, but yeah. Let's see. As you go, as you look up, actually, before you do that, I need you to roll a d6.
I'll do
Right.
it. Oh, okay.
Too late.
Yeah.
You get in the next one.
All right, Liddy's gonna have to make Liddy and I would say Liddy and Elspeth are both gonna need to make a dex save as another bit of lightning comes smashing down.
Wonderful.
Where's that featherfall spell?
Oh, it was nice knowing yours, but
Screw you!
All right. Hang on. It's an 8d12. Is 8d12, I think. Damage. 12d8. Oh, good. All right.
Damn.
Well, I mean, she's got 111. So
Lady
take
don't.
it. That's true.
We got to heal with Liddy.
probably.
All right. So I will start with a 5. It's 19. 30. But did she make the dex save? I think she did, actually. It is a DC 17. She just made that dex save. So she takes half. Elspeth, you're going to take all of it.
51.
Oof.
Ouch.
That's all right. I mean, she can take a punch. Okay. The first 20
Or
were free.
a sab in this case.
Yeah.
All right. So are you going to heal each
No.
other or take another longer rest?
What was half of that?
All right.
25.
Yeah, 25.
25.
How's Liddy looking?
She's at half.
Okay, so we should probably heal Liddy because she's not going to be able to tank another one of those.
Well, okay. I'm also at half, but obviously. Where I've got.
We can each. I mean, I think if we each cast a healing word on her. or
Yeah, see
something.
how. Let's start with that. Let's start with healing word if we each do one.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Get her.
Mine's going to be pretty low, but you know.
Are you just gonna cast it at basic level?
I can't cast it at anything but level 1.
All right. Well, I can.
So I can cast mine first to see how well that. I also have less spell slots. Granted, I don't need to use them as much
Okay.
as you do. So
I
I
could
can just
cast it
start
up
with-
to level 5.
Thank you.
Well, let's see what
Yeah.
level 1 gets us for, and it's for one person, right? So there's Liddy, level 1 to 8.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
All right. Well, then I
Oh.
won't do level. Get over to my
So she got
Corsarios.
8. Let's
It's
see.
an extra. Well, she's also gonna get mine.
So she's at 31 health now.
Plus 6.
Put 6 more.
Yep.
She's at 37 out of 48.
That's okay, right?
I reckon.
Okay.
I can bring her back from the dead.
Whatever works.
Okay. When it comes to the end of your break, at this point you don't have really a choice of ways to go because you're as far right as you're not gonna keep going right. You'll end up going wrong, if that makes sense. So you have to kind of go.
Right is wrong. Got it.
What you see, you've got this this black gunky stuff there. It doesn't look great for climbing, but there is a as you can see, and it's a little hard to see from this because of the black, but there is a deep sort of crevice that you can just sort of use that to do all your climbing. The rest of it's not going to be particularly easy because you're going to be slipping on this black charry ickiness. But the crevice looks set. The problem with that is everybody's going to have to go in single file now. You can't go 3 across in one crevice.
You said that the black stuff was like charred stuff almost.
Well, roll investigation, or
Do I get an
yeah.
advantage because it's charred or it's fire related?
Yeah, go for it.
17.
Yeah, this is where apparently the Lightning King likes to throw lightning just right here, in particular, which is a little frightening. But it's pulverized and it's kind of sooty almost feeling, which is enough to make it. If it weren't for the crevice, this would definitely be very difficult. Nearly impossible to get up. The crevice is enough to make it climbable, though you doubt it would be easy.
All right. Is there any? But before we set off, is there anything we can do about being sitting ducks out here?
Don't think so, really.
Like, anyone got
What are
any
you thinking?
fog spells?
Oh yeah, anything to like kind of hide us?
I have fog cloud prepared.
What does that do?
So it lasts up to an hour. I create a 20-foot radius of fog centered on a point within range. And the area is heavily obscured. Lasts for the duration until a wind of more than 10 miles an hour disperses it. So it depends
Yeah, I
on...
have a feeling it's probably fairly windy up here.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the mountain god has the ability to summon wind.
Yeah. But is there anything else that we can do to, like...
I think that's part of the trial.
Well, isn't it?
Getting hit by lightning
Yeah, well, let's see what we can.
over and over again.
Well, no.
Make our life
die.
easy.
The point of the trial is to get up the mountain, and lightning is an obstacle. If we can overcome the obstacle without just being hit by it, I think. I mean, I don't have an answer yet, but I'll think about it.
You can make a wall of fire.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
don't
if
know.
it gets dark, at least the flames would maybe make it more difficult to see us.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use. This is why I got key points. Might as well use them all. I'm gonna use a key point to. Here's hoping for the best. Get the face, visage of the Esther self. And I want to look at the patterns of like where the goopy sticky like the charred stuff is and see if I can like incite a preferred like spot that he wants. Like what is his preference for hitting things?
All right. Go ahead
What
and
strikes his fancy?
Can I get advantage on that? Go face of things. 27.
All right. So as you look, you start to definitely get the sense that the closer you get to the top, the more he's going to hit. It gets blacker and blacker the higher up you go, and more consistently. So your sense is that if he challenged you with an occasional bolt of lightning, there might be 2 bolts of lightning. There might be 3. You know, you don't know how many, but he hits you. He's gonna hit you more. That's your sense.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay that to everyone else.
Oh, great.
Hmm.
I really hope the world appreciates what we're going through.
It doesn't.
It should.
Blue,
Yeah, I'll
you
just-
hear a voice in your head say, "Well, I think you're very brave, sir."
Maddie! Oh, I don't hear that.
Oh well, thank you, Medi. I'm
I will
glad someone
tell
appreciates it.
Tales long after you're dead.
Good. Just keep all the stupid stuff out.
Yes, yes, of course.
I can't help but feel the slide towards me.
Just completely
No.
write Erasmus out of the story.
If he hears that, he'll say, "Oh, I was planning to, sir. I was just going to say that you had a strange little fan who was red and followed you around."
That sounds about right.
No, he's back
You
home.
can't hear this.
No.
You can.
I can
sigh
hear
all
you.
want.
I can hear you talking, and I know he's back. I know the metal's back. It's talking about shit about me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
was
that's
thinking
about.
of naming him Ratimus. What do you think?
That's very punny. I like that one.
Oh, I thought it was good. I've been thinking about it.
Stupid metal.
Hmm.
All right.
All right. So,
Should we tie ourselves up and then shimmy or whatever we got to do?
all right. Do your athletics again.
All right, and I am going to try use another key point and for whatever it does, whatever you think it does, Chrissy, to turn on my astral arms again.
Yep.
So,
Oh, are we doing it all together?
You're still going up ahead.
Yeah, Blue's going first.
Yeah, to
Tied
put
up
in
with
the
everyone
rock,
else,
yeah.
but Blue's
The
going
rest of you
first.
can do your athletics checks.
Well, mine's +9, I think. Yeah.
Mine's plus
Oh, I
3.
suck at this so hard.
Actually, it's not +9. It's +14.
You know what?
Holy
Maybe
shit!
you guys should roll one for Uzgex and Liddy to see if you can balance out these
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
This gag is not bad.
All right. So Blue,
It's
you get up there.
+14, so
Yeah,
30 something.
you're-
Jesus.
You hold on to that crevice and you're just rocking and rolling. Just do. Just get up to where you're going. You plug it in. You throw down the ropes. All right. What is the order now? Who goes in what order? Because you're all single file. So which group goes first?
I guess our group will go
Mhm.
first.
So that means me going first.
Yeah.
All right.
We kind of try to change order, like we tied together.
Reverence that break, just put the pep right back in your step. And even though Erasmus is still struggling, you can just boost him up and you going up. You're like, yeah, getting into it. Just just red muscles flexing. Just it's a show. And maybe that's why the group below you, even though Uzgex does pretty good, but the others, they just
Lag.
they lag and then they lag and then they lag. So Elspeth, why don't you roll me a d6?
Rip.
Nice knowing y'all.
That's 5.
Okay. All right. Who is the last one climbing?
I would imagine it would be
So-
Liddy.
Yeah.
Or Uzgex. One of the two.
All right.
Uzgex
Doesn't
was
matter.
last before.
So-
I mean, he's one who
So when
caught me.
you're in the middle,
Mhm.
okay. At some point, you lose your handhold and you start to fall. Uzgex grabs you. Again. This time, like he barely gets his hand around your hand. And you guys can roll either athletics or acrobatics, the both of you, or one person could do it with advantage. Whichever one.
I'll let him do it. I'll give him advantage.
I think
All right.
advantage on Uzgex with
Yeah.
with +8 is a good idea on athletics.
In this case, you could conceivably give him guidance too.
Yeah. I mean, is 23 enough? Or should I give give that guidance?
23 is enough. He gets you back. He gets himself back. Both of you are going to take a point of exhaustion, though, at the end of all of this.
Okay.
This was
Doki, that's oh no,
this,
that's bad. That's
this
really
was.
bad.
I mean, you've been climbing for a long time. You've been hit by lightning.
Yeah, I mean, Elsbeth is consistently clumsy. I mean, this is part of her character. She slipped going down the rope. She's like, so it's totally in her character to have. This is why I shudder every time I roll for her.
And now you have disadvantage. You're gonna have disadvantage.
Okay. So let's see. That is. Yeah. You both get up. Now, I need 2 people to roll a d6.
I'll roll 1. That's a 4.
I'll get the other one.
No.
Oh, never mind. It's a
Why?
one.
Why do every time we roll something bad happens? I don't understand the point of the rolling.
To see which bad thing happened.
Which bad thing happens. Exactly it. There aren't any good things on the list. In this case, each of you, before we even started, each of you got a number, and when
Oh.
you roll, that's who.
Okay.
So both Liddy and Uzgex are going to need to roll dex saves.
Oh
Damn,
no.
Liddy.
Yeah, Liddy is 4.
All right. Well, here you go again.
Go, Liddy.
She's
No.
fucking dead.
Oh no.
Okay.
Featherfall.
That has to be on a conscious creature, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not dead yet. Oh, you mean the lightning?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. She is above Elspeth and above Uzgex. So let's
Correct.
see what happens. All right, so
Oof.
Fuck.
Bye. That's damage.
that is the damage. And
She
they
was only
both
like 40 something.
Yeah. She's
She's
unconscious.
out. She's unconscious.
okay.
She gonna fall into me?
All right, is Uzgex unconscious?
Hold on. I need to figure out because he was weirdly, for some reason, he was his damage, his health was had been set to half, so I need to correct that. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I think, in fact, didn't Elspeth give him?
Who did I
Yeah,
give the
he,
brush?
yeah, he got the extra 20.
Mm-hmm.
On top of whatever he has as his max, he has 20 extra.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So it should be at 101?
Yes,
Mhm.
100. So how much did he take in total?
50 something?
Mhm.
50.
50.
No, 50. Just straight up 50.
Yeah, I took 51 last time.
Mhm.
50. That's 50. Yeah, he's at 51 now.
Okay. The two of you together can roll strength saves. You, Elspeth, and Uzgex.
Okay.
That is enough that even though you are knocked down, you are. She's still tied to you.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes to fall because she's unconscious. You keep her. You manage to hold on to the crevice. You slide down like 20, 30 feet
Okay.
together, but you hold. And she is now sort of just limp and hanging by the end of a rope, unconscious, bleeding.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a healing word on her immediately, since happily I was in the way, so I'm touching her. It doesn't even matter, but cast that out. I'm just gonna get her conscious and then I'll top her up. 7. Yep. So
Gets her conscious.
Oh, she's at 7.
okay. Oh, I know. Yes. Right. She's at 7. Oh, what's her halfway point?
Whatever half of 48 is.
24.
24.
Okay.
24. Yeah.
I will then use my channel divine healing. And that I have to look up exactly. I think it's so many times my level. It's like 20 or 30 up to half. So I think it was 30 between the characters. So I give them all to her and it would get her up to half.
Wait.
It's called Preserve Life, yes. So it's 5 times my level, which is 8, so that's 40 up to half their healing points. E.g., like she can, so she gets to 24. And then I can top myself up as well. I'll do the math on that, but I won't do it out loud. So 7 from 24 is 4. What? Someone.
7 from 24 is 17.
Okay, so that's what I needed to give her to top her up.
Yeah.
Except, yeah. I'm exactly at half. Is anybody under half? No, it doesn't matter.
No,
Okay, I'll just blow
I
the rest
think
of
it's yeah.
Uzgex might be
No, his half is
No.
like 40.
right half. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's right. He's right above it.
It's all right. It's all right.
Mhm.
It's worth it to bring her from 0 to
Yeah.
24, so without expending a spell slot either.
Doesn't Uzgex, being a paladin, have some healing stuff?
Yeah, he has. He can heal his level ×5 by touch.
Oh,
He's a
so
healing.
that he has 50 points.
Yeah.
He might. I don't know. I don't know his character that well. I don't know if he would top him, like give himself a little bit more.
He would give it to Liddy. He's a very traditional paladin.
Okay, well.
Not like these new postmodern paladins.
Gonna say I'm just gonna add the paladin healing just to keep track of it.
Yes. So
How much would he give her?
Well, she's currently at 24 more to heal.
Yeah.
Max.
So just 24.
If you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
is it just a
Well,
one person?
I don't know his character, so
Yes, his character. So he reaches out. He's already sworn to her that he would keep her alive and protect her.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
He did. So far he has.
Oh, I feel a love subplot coming up, a romantic comedy. Oh, so is that just to one creature, or can he give those to more than one creature?
He can keep touching people individually.
I'm right
He runs
here.
out of
We're both at 50, and we both go over like 110 with. Well, not my aid is gone now, so.
Mhm. Oh, the 8 is gone.
No, just for me because I blew my 20.
Oh.
So,
Wait.
Oh, no, you
temporary?
No, you're right. You can heal up all the way back up.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can heal. You can heal.
Yeah.
With
Back all the way up to for the 8 hours.
Hmm.
That's right. So yeah, if there's like another 26 points floating around,
There is.
That'd be all his points, but yeah.
or do
Yeah.
you want to split them between us? 13 each.
I want to keep at least a little so that he can use them to get. He might want to keep a little so he can use them
Oh,
to
okay.
get
Well,
people up.
Then
if he
never mind.
wants.
No. I just thought it was a one-off thing. Like mine is, I do it once.
No,
I don't get
he
to
can
keep doing it.
Yeah, it don't.
No,
It's a
it's just a
reserve, a
pool
pool.
of things
Okay.
that you
Oh,
You
then
can
never
give
mind.
1 point out if you want to.
No. I'd rather wait. If I'm unconscious, I want him
Yeah.
to fix me then.
Okay.
all right. So I need to take a quick bio break. If anybody else
Okay.
does.
Yeah.
Sorry, really quickly. What time of day is it? And is it getting dark yet?
I'm gonna say you are at the end of that 8 hours that you had, so it's halfway through the day.
Mhm.
So it is. If you got up at dawn, now you're at like noon. This is the warmest part of the day. It is. It's not gonna get any better than this.
Okay. All right. Good to know. All right.
All right. Be right back.
All right. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What's your idea?
Well, one of the things that you can buy in D&D is a silver mirror. Is there any way, if it's going to be the sunniest part of the day, is there anything we can I don't know, get my shield out or get some metal out and have the light bounce off, make it more difficult for him to see us or at least aim at us?
I think from wherever he is, it's probably going to be easier for him to spot us. But I mean, potentially.
How about can we we're taking a break. Can we rub this black soot on us? I mean, it kind of comes off, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could just cover ourselves in it.
Try to camouflage. That might
Yeah.
be a good idea.
It's funny. He's probably just looking at us through some kind of crystal ball and just laughing as
As we try this stuff.
smudge all over ourselves.
Well, he might be impressed.
That's true. Does anybody have a disguise kit? Gray paint ourselves?
Check. I'll check. I don't think I do. Does anyone
I
else?
don't. I definitely. Is not something
No.
Blue would ever have. But I mean, it might be a bad idea. The other, potentially, because I think maybe you have this. Maybe Elspeth has this. To like cast light on a few rocks on the way and leave them behind.
No, I swapped that out for like Thorn Whip.
Well, I have light, so I could do it to one and hope that it's like, pay attention to the light over there and not the people walking.
I don't know. You guys up for the camouflage idea?
Sure. I mean, why not? What's the worst that'll happen? We're covered in garbage.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty lucky adventure for us.
Yeah.
We don't end up in prison. That's a good day.
I mean, I can turn myself into look like something else. I guess I could turn myself into I look like the mountain. Like I have the colors of the mountain.
Yeah, you could. Again. I mean,
You
might
could
be
look
just
like
going
a
for an
person
area,
wearing a
but-
costume. That's
Yeah.
trying to look like the mountain.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Person wearing a ghillie suit of the mountain.
You'd be wearing like a boulder outfit.
Boulder outfit. It'd be like
If that's
Snake,
what it
but
takes to
instead of a
not be
rock.
stabbed in the butt by the Thunder King, I will happily do that.
Okay, well, we need to probably rest up for these guys. I mean, granted, I still have spell slots, so I could help heal, but since we're not
Well,
going
we
to
also have two people who will soon be suffering a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I mean, I have divination prepared. If I have enough time, I could cast it as a ritual. Or you just think we have to slog through this? Maybe we.
We're definitely going to have to slog through this, but it's how we slog through it that's.
All right. Well, we'll use the time resting. Oh, are you back, Chrissy?
Yep, I am back.
I came up with a silly idea.
Okay.
We are all going to. We're not blacking up. That's not what's happening here. But
Whoa.
we're gonna take all of the stuff from the walls and rub it all over us. So we're gonna try to camouflage ourselves a little better against the soot and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
right.
disguise self and give myself a boulder suit so I blend in.
So we're basically trying to camouflage our unit
Yes.
a bit more. We're not quite
Okay.
standing out.
Let's see. What would that be? I'm gonna say. You guys could roll a either sleight of hand. I think I would take a survival.
Okay. Let me check.
Maybe a deception. That's the
Not
best I could do.
We are trying to stealth.
But you're trying
As
to
a group.
disguise
Yeah, the
yourself.
disguise
That's
part is.
true. Yeah, it's more. It's not less hiding and more.
Like you're well aware that the guy is still going to know that you're there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Question of
it's
whether or
just-
not he's going to be able to see you as well.
That was your role, Blue, for the
Mhm.
unit. Thank
Or
you.
covering myself up.
Do we each have to do it, or are we doing it like Blue is going to be in charge of it?
Blue's
No,
gonna
I
get
think-
everyone else covered up.
I think that Blue's already a black kitty, so it makes sense that this would not be too hard for him.
I've already blended.
So, but yeah, the rest of you gotta kind of do your own thing.
Okay.
Well, what do I have to do because I'm not using it? I'm gonna use disguise self and like get myself effective like a boulder ghillie suit.
I will assume that you are pretty well camouflaged.
Okay.
With you, it might even be stealth because it's about whether or not you can. The only thing that would give you away is movement, right? Moving weird.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can roll a stealth.
Unnaturally moving boulder.
That
What?
boulder is moving too fast.
It's not that it's moving too fast. It's that it's moving in the wrong direction.
I also recommend or suggest we go to sleep as early as possible and maybe try to get up before dawn. To get moving.
So are you going to like try to camp out?
In the crevices? I mean,
You could conceivably do that, especially if you put one of your huts or something up, because the crevice, I mean, it's not going to be a comfortable rest.
The tiny hut, you can't do magic through the tiny hut, right?
I also didn't prepare it. We haven't used it in so long. I've been using other spells. But I could. Well, it's gonna be too late. Or do you think I should prepare it for now?
We may need it for the next day, but
Okay.
Yeah,
if we don't have it for now, we don't.
Because
have
that
it.
means we can sleep. We can sleep without the rain hitting us. We can sleep
Yeah.
warm because we control the.
Right, but the thing is,
And-
I'm convinced that's not the issue. It's just that I have like life transference and order of vitality prepped instead, and then I have my spirit
like-
guardians and mass healing. So
Yeah, no, it's.
okay, I'll
But
do
it would
it
have been
this way.
useful. I don't know. But the other things are also very useful. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the not dying things are quite come in handy.
yes.
Yeah, but we're so okay. We need a rest, but even a rest, like you need 24 hours to get rid of
Oh right, yeah. Can't stay up here.
exhaustion.
Can't really stay up here a whole day.
It's probably a bad idea.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. It doesn't seem like a smart idea. You could.
Maybe
This would stop other people from getting exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So on that, it would be like I'm just giving you sort of the rules benefit.
Mm-hmm.
You are about 2/3 of the way up.
I'm thinking maybe I should go with Reverence and Blue.
Yeah, we might need to rearrange the groups.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that we give yes, maybe to give the slippery people more chances to not
Mm-hmm.
fall.
Yeah, because I'm the problem in that group.
Well,
And-
Liddy didn't. Liddy wasn't necessarily making all the checks either, but
Well,
she wasn't doing as badly.
correct. Yes. So I think I have a better chance with you two, and then Erasmus didn't do so poorly, right?
No, and I
Yes.
do have. In case I completely fuck up, I do have a one-time thing where I can add a D10 to my
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, so maybe we do need to switch that up and stick Erasmus with Liddy and
Especially if I'm going to be at disadvantage.
who else is a disadvantage? Is it Liddy
Liddy?
or Liddy?
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want two people with
So
disadvantage
maybe we
in
don't.
the
Yeah,
same
we don't
group.
want two people with disadvantage.
that is a good point. Yeah, I'll go with Lydian and Uzbekistan. In my
We
new
also changed out Uxgex with me, so it's Erasmus, me,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
Liddy, and Uxgex, Reverence, and Elspeth.
make a paladin team.
And you can also
Yeah.
heal there and
The
catch
well, with their strength saves, they might be better off at being able to catch
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elspeth and haul her up.
And you're really dexterous to catch Liddy,
Mm-hmm.
whereas I'm not. Okay.
Okay, so we'll rearrange the teams for a bit.
Oh,
I don't. So I want to try this, and I want to say what I want to try to the DM. But because I don't know how mechanically how this works, if it would work. But since we're trying so hard to avoid getting spotted by sight,
Mhm.
And I don't know if Blue can react fast enough, but is it possible for Blue to react fast enough to use his warding flare to like make it harder to aim at Blue? His
Oh, like right
blowy
before you
bit?
get hit.
Yes. Well, no, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I can't really see anyone attacking, so that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, you would have to see a lightning
have-
bolt
Yeah.
coming.
I mean, you roll. Can you roll for this? Roll. I'm gonna say roll intelligence.
Blue's not that smart.
Yeah, you can't think of a way that you could do that quite.
Okay. All right, so we won't give it a try. All right, well, anything else that we can do besides rearranging the teams?
I think that's a solid start. There's nothing else that leaps to mind for me.
Okay. How's everyone health wise? Do we need to?
I'm
Oh,
fine.
I can cast Bless again. Or sorry, not Bless, 8.
Well, 8's still up.
No, it was
No, it's been 8 hours.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
been 8 hours. Okay.
But are we gonna take a long
No.
rest? Or? Okay.
No, we decided against because it's like noon, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we decided because we're not gonna. It takes 24 hours to make.
okay. So we're only doing like okay. Then
Yeah.
right. Okay. I am misunderstood.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's gonna take 24 hours to get rid of exhaustion, all we're really doing is letting ourselves sit still on a mountain where we're getting
Okay. Well,
lightning
can
thrown
we
at us.
can we at least I'll roll some hit dice.
Yeah, take a short rest
Yeah.
and get some.
Of course.
Okay, I would like to change my Phoenix resistance from bludgeoning to lightning.
Okay.
Now the boulder's gonna fall on us.
I feel like boulders are gonna be a lot less.
Stop! You got to stop saying these things, Mike.
Yeah,
Every
quit,
time
quit
you're
talking.
like, yeah, like, don't give the DM ideas. Oh, I feel like the bowlers aren't going to hurt as much. Here comes Kirsty adding like 2 more d10s to the damage.
That's some very good hit dice rolls.
I guess since we're taking a short rest, I will get back one of my spell slots. Might as well. Yeah.
That should be good.
No, I'll be good. I'm okay. No.
First case
Not
is almost chopped up. When does he get? Is it long? I'm assuming it's a long rest to get his paladin healing points back.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I gotta check something. I might get my spell slot back just so that I can heal up somebody if I need to. But I don't remember how many times I get to do that.
Oh,
I think
guys,
it's only twice.
Everybody, we have the Raven
Yes.
statue with the animal message spell. Why don't we put in a
Yes.
message? Please stop throwing lightning bolts at us and send it to him.
We would. Well, I don't think that would work. I don't think he's gonna listen to us.
But he might find it really funny and just take pity on us and think we're clever.
Or he might be like,
You know what?
"Fuck
Let's do
you
it."
guys.
No, let's do it. Let's see if he'll take pity on. Let's see. Let's see if he'll find it humorous.
All right. You're the
Just put a
people,
joke in
monk people. You know, he's a monk or something.
No, he just has a good relationship with my boss.
Oh, mention that. Mention that.
That he met up with my master. Bo.
Oh no, that just means that he's gonna be like, oh, he's from there. That means they can fucking handle themselves.
I mean,
I'll make
only
power.
one of us is from there. The rest
I
of
think
you-
at this point, probably he already knows you can handle yourselves. You've gotten
Yeah.
this far.
Yes. Yeah, just to tell him you're sending a greeting from the head monk at your monastery. Yeah, get the raven out of the bag of holding. Worth a try. I keep wanting to avoid getting hit by lightning. This is pretty much like
okay.
I keep trying to.
What a
Yeah,
weird
let's. I mean,
violence
what are we
thing
gonna
for that.
lose? Worst case scenario, we lose
The
our
Raven.
bird. Yes. Best case scenario, he gets a good giggle out of it and leaves us, maybe one less lightning.
Yes.
Well, at least it will distract him. We should do it while we're climbing, so that like he gets distracted and
No,
doesn't.
well, the bird still has a little bit to get there. We'll do it now while we're resting.
Okay,
Yeah.
go
That's what
bird,
we're
go.
gonna do.
Or he might stab the bird.
We might.
All right. Tell me what the message says when you decide.
P.S. Please don't throw any more lightning bolts. That would be funny.
Does anybody know
Oh,
a joke we can tell them? Like, anybody know any jokes about giants so we can be like, haha, we're funny. We'll tell you more if you don't kill us.
Knock knock. Who's there? The end of this joke. If you let us live.
I think that's good.
The end of the
I like
joke,
that
if you
one.
let us live, who?
Yeah.
I don't know that song. Mm.
All right, yeah. Let's do that.
Please-
Guess
please
who's
stop
there? We'll tell you the
slapping us.
joke when we make it up. Let's do it.
Are we telling him a joke?
Yeah.
and
knock
also-
knock.
Okay.
Who's there? We'll tell you the rest of the joke when we get up there. The rest of you have a few hours to come up with the rest of the joke.
All right.
What would the
So
joke? There's no setup here.
We are the setup.
Who is there? Erasmus. Erasmus. Who? Erasmus must be burning because of all the jalapenos she ate.
There you
Wow.
Mm.
go. We'll tell him that joke when we get up there.
Sure, let's- I mean,
Jesus Christ.
you would eat a lot of spicy food because it's like food that's fire.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
okay.
What else are we gonna? What else? What are we gonna lose, guys? Nothing.
Yeah. No.
Besides a magical
Yeah,
bird that
it's
we
only
haven't
our
used in a while.
dignity. Our dignity.
All right.
Yes, you're with us. I think we
Our
lost it a
dignity.
while ago.
What dignity?
Have you met
Roll-
us?
Roll me a d20, just a straight d20.
Got it. Go 7. Whatever that means.
Okay.
Bird's dead.
All right. So, well, you've sent off your raven. Had your brief rest. You're getting, most of the mountain is below you, so you're doing better.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, now we can fall longer to our deaths. Great. An extra 2 seconds.
As you look up, you can see if you wanted to go and do a straight for the top, it would probably be shorter, but it means going into an area that is almost concave. So you'd actually be climbing upside down at certain points.
Oh,
Makes sense. Which you could probably do it, but it would be harder.
well, at least that part would be less slippery because there's no water.
Yeah, so there's that.
The other side?
Out of it.
The other side, it looks like more of the same that you've been doing, so it isn't going to be any harder. What it will mean, though, is it's going to be a longer trip because you kind of actually have to go to the side and then double back to where you go over the place. So it's a longer or a more dangerous is your choice.
Well, I mean, we could split up. or we could go together. It doesn't. I mean, the groups together. I mean, we could do it. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
I don't think splitting up is really going to help us. The more people we are together, the more people can like have an opportunity to do something if someone falls.
Fair enough.
So the longer the disadvantage about doing it, well, we might want to do the longer one just because so many of you are already exhausted.
Probably.
If we try to power through the hard one, you're probably just gonna fail it. Tired people.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think long way around.
Let's go the long way then. That works.
Okay. So you guys enroll your athletics checks again.
Okay. Is Blue's team gonna go first? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Blue, you go first.
I'm gonna use my dark one to unlock on that one.
Okay. Go athletics.
Yay.
22.
Okay. So yep, as usual, you don't really have a problem with this. You're able to get where you're going pretty reasonably. And
I got a 15 in total. I'll be right back. Yep.
You got a 15 total, is what you
Yes.
said?
16.
Yes.
Oh, 15. Oh, okay.
15. Yeah. 12.
Okay.
So 12 plus 3.
Okay. And let's see, Elspeth, do I got you?
11.
No. 6. Aren't you exhausted?
Oh yeah, 6. Right. Yeah. Disadvantage.
All right,
Oh,
so
no.
I need well, 6 and 22 together is 28.
You want
We need Uxkex.
Yeah,
yeah.
we need X.
Uxkex and Elspeth are together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
No,
reverence.
no, Elspeth is now in the group with
Yeah,
Reverence.
Uxkex and Reverence. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uxkex, Reverence, Elspeth are together. Erasmus, Blue, and Lydia are together.
Mhm.
Erasmus, Blue, and Liddy.
Yes.
Yeah, and reverence is or Jess is can.
Yeah, I can do Liddy for
Oh, that's Uzgex.
15. Okay.
Liddy. Oh, I don't have access to Liddy's.
You could just give us all access.
Yeah.
Well, if you
We'll
have
still have one person in charge.
yeah,
just in
yeah.
case.
But if you step away and we need something,
No, I no.
Yeah,
I,
it's just a
I was
backup.
responding to the fact that I'm like a bit worried about us dying.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
you're all
Oh
gonna die.
no.
You're all gonna die. It's fine.
okay.
Well, at least we took the non-hard way.
Okay, so now everybody, I think I gave it to everybody there.
Yes.
All right. So let's see.
Back.
Oh,
Just
12.
in time to watch Elspeth fall.
Mhm.
Again?
Blue Reverence. All right. I'm sorry. I should figure this out. So the groups are Blue, Erasmus, and
Liddy.
Liddy.
you guys make it. Okay. So that leaves Reverence.
Elspeth and Uzgex.
Elspeth and- All right. Roll me a d6.
I'll do. Guys got it. Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Who's 6? Who's? Because that comes up a lot. Is that Uzgex? Or is that me?
This is I have this isn't.
Oh, this is how bad it is. Roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to once again. You fall. You just stumble. Elspeth just stumbles and falls. So, but now you have Uzgex and
Reverence.
Reverence, and you're between them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Reverence, why don't you just do it with advantage to make it into a.
And this is a athletics.
You could do either athletics or acrobatics.
Well, let's not do acrobatics.
That's
right.
it.
That is enough. You halt her fall. And you are able to hold on to her. This is starting to get really tiring, so I'm going to have you roll a Constitution. Actually, both of you should roll Constitution.
Well, since you're right here, roll me a roll as a +5.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Me as Elsbeth rolling con save.
Yep.
Yeah,
so I
not
got a
respect?
24.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution.
Oh, you
Wow.
do pretty well.
As long as it's not dexterity, I'm strength. I'm okay.
Is that a 10 though because you're exhausted? Or aside
Oh.
of
No,
checks or
it's
It's a
saves?
save.
No,
Check.
Okay.
Saves are not until.
Until
Not
later.
roll.
That is not until level 3.
Yeah. So, Elspeth, you are no more exhausted than you were. It's actually kind of fun to be. You're getting into it. You know, you're like you really.
Whee! As I tumble.
I'm gonna die.
You know, you're like, how many more times am I going to just land on people and have them rescue me? It's kind of, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm spreading it around. I'm sharing it.
Yeah. Reverence, you scoop her up, and yeah, you hold on perfectly strong, and you are just a rock there, and just help her back.
My hero.
All right. Now I am going to need 2 d6s.
Okay, dokie. I will roll one. That's a d6.
All right. Somebody else?
Somebody else roll it.
Okay, Blue's gonna roll it.
Okay.
Go D6. 3.
That's a 3.
All right. Rasmus and Uzgex are going to need to roll dex saves as the lightning comes for both of you.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I guess our
I
camouflage
am
didn't.
actually going to reduce the save a little bit to. So instead of being a DC 17, I'll make it a DC 14 to
Oh, okay.
because of your
Disguises.
disguises.
Oh my god.
We both make them.
Good.
We
So-
both just made it.
You take half.
Yeah. And you both made it because of your particular idea of.
I am
Holding around
awesome.
Fortunately, Elspeth doesn't know this, which is
No.
unfortunate.
Okay. And
She feels a sense
So
of
you both
pride,
take
but she doesn't know why.
So what's that in total? That's, let's see.
38, 43, which half
43.
of that would be 21.
Mhm.
So that's, and what's a quarter of it?
10.
Yeah.
So Rasmus takes 10 damage, and Ruskex takes 21. So that's okay. Damage has been applied.
Okay. And otherwise, so you do end up making it basically to the top.
Ooh. Yes.
And once you sort of reach the top, Reverence, your weapon of warning warns
boy.
you that someone is coming for you guys.
All right. Everybody.
You are not going to be taken by surprise by anything that happens. So everybody can roll.
Initiative?
Initiative, exactly.
Oh boy.
Half of you don't have your armor.
19.
Okay.
Liddy's is
I didn't select the I thought it's
17.
And Uskex. Uskex does very well.
Who's got the lowest AC?
I have a 9.
Okay, I'll help you out.
What is it without armor? It's what? It's just
Your dex plus
Your
10.
Dex.
Dex plus 10. So yeah, Uskex is currently 11.
Okay, so definitely Reverence then.
Yes.
Okay. It's a very foggy here. Is what you notice first. And this is where, as you stand there surrounded by fog, this is where that weapon of warning sort of kicks in, letting you, Reverence, know that none of you are alone. I'm going to roll there. Okay. All right, so Erasmus is first.
Really?
No, Uskex is.
Oh, Uzgex is first. Okay, Uzgex, then Erasmus,
Then
Blue.
no, Reverence, and then Blue, and
Oh.
then Lily, and then Elspeth.
I go last week. I like battle's gonna be done by the time it's my
Still alive.
yeah.
Actually, most of you guys are gonna go before.
Which is really great when it's fog and we don't actually know when we're attacking. So that's a great use of the first turn.
All right, Uzgex, you can quickly roll him a perception.
I will do
It
that.
won't be his action. He's just kind of
12.
okay. It's enough. A giant figure, in fact, 2 giant figures are sort of running around here in the fog. So he is going to go after. Is he going to go after the bigger one or the fatter one?
Probably the bigger one. Like if he's a classic paladin, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna take this on the strongest opponent, even though I'm not
Yes.
wearing any armor.
Okay, so he will.
Ooh,
You can
he
roll
does.
his attacks.
Another question is what attack he's gonna do.
He has a hammer that he likes to use, I think.
He has a maul, but he also has his breath weapon.
Yeah. It's up to you. I'm letting you just.
He's what? He's golden or bronze, something like that. I can't remember what color he is.
Bronze, I think. He's not
So what-
golden.
So what element is that? I can't remember.
I think that might be lightning. Give me a sec.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to know, because I attacking lightning with lightning, they're probably not. It's probably not gonna work.
Give me a sec. Dragonborn.
Yeah, it's lightning.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Okay, he's gonna run forward towards the biggest one with his maul and give it a whack. In fact, he fracks 2 whacks since he's a paladin, right?
Yep.
Plunk. And plunk.
That hits. That second one does not hit.
He does 12 damage.
Okay. All right. So next. So let's see. What does he see? He sees a giant, a huge, with kind of blue hair and grayish skin, and just he just goes for the knees, because what else is he gonna do, man?
I'm gonna
He's
break his
big.
kneecaps.
So, and he gets in. All right, so this brings us to Erasmus.
Okay. Let's see. What should we do? I am gonna do a scorching ray.
Okay.
Three beams.
Roll me a perception check
Perception.
first.
That is fair. Nope.
All right, so
I'm
your
not seeing
attack
that.
will be with disadvantage
Okie dokie.
because you really have no idea what you're shooting at here.
Okay, in that case, I'm not gonna do scorching ray. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. I'm not
Okay.
wasting a spell slot on. Yeah, one Eldritch Blast to each of them. So this
Okay.
one is the first one is going to be towards the one Uzgek's attacked.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Nope.
And the other one is going to be for the other one. 18.
The 18 hits the fat guy.
It does 10 force damage, and I'm going to push him back 10. Yeah, I'm going to push him back 10 feet because he might fall off.
I thought the cliff was behind us.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It's a mountain. There's cliffs. I don't know. There might be a hole. It's worth a try.
Sure.
You hear a roar, and yeah, that's about it. See. Reverence.
So currently, Uzgek is going for the bigger one.
Yeah, he's going for the giant, and there's some sort of fat roaring creature.
I guess I'll go for the fat roaring creature.
Mhm.
All right.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Just to see it.
Yeah.
Just to see if you could see it well enough in the fog to overcome the disadvantage that fog cloud would usually bring.
Oh, okay. 5. All right.
No.
Character sheet. No, that's the right character sheet. Yep. 5. Okay, so
right.
the disadvantage.
Disadvantage, so you can hit it with disadvantage.
It's okay. Swing. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. I'm going to expand the spell slot to. I'm spending my 3rd level spell slots. Meaning that is. I can't remember how much damage that is. So it is 1, 2. Okay, so that's 5d8 damage. Wonderful. So first for the damage for the hammer. So 14 from the hammer itself. That's magic. And then 5d8 radiant.
All right.
Bam. 14. Low rolls. So 28 total.
You see, and you've seen ogres before, so you know as you whack into its bloated body, you hear the howl of pain, and you have bloodied this creature.
And I'm gonna whack him again. 13.
That'll hit.
All right. 11. Wait, hold on. No, you reroll that one. Nope. Same.
Yep.
So 11 damage. Second attack.
It's exactly what you needed. And you smash into him. You can describe his bloody death.
I smack into the ogre's stomach, and then as I pull back from the radiant blast, the ogre doubles over, and as he's bent over, I crack him over the back of the head with a hammer.
And that cracks his skull, cleaves it in half, and it just falls apart like a cantaloupe, and he bleeds out onto the mountaintop.
Is it still raining?
It is still raining, but
Okay.
it's raining only very little, not enough to
Okay, so-
disrupt the fog cloud.
Okay. Just more like how slippery the place is and stuff.
It's slippery enough that I wouldn't go too close to the edge
Okay.
personally, but so far I don't think anybody's doing that. And let's see. That brings us to blue.
All right. With my action, I'm gonna turn on my ring, and then bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Reverence. So
Okay.
you get some amount of thing.
+2.
2. You get +2 to your AC for the next until I lose concentration on it.
Yeah. Damn concentration spells.
But hopefully you'll be a little bit.
I mean, it helps a little.
Yeah.
Helps a little. And then I'm gonna go punch the big guy. Wait, 2 punches that I got left. 1 and 2. 13 and 23.
Okay. The first one does not hit. The second one does.
Right. 6.
Okay.
And that is all I got.
All right. Let's see. Elspeth, is it your turn? I think.
I'm last.
No, it is Liddy's turn.
Cast
All
them
right, so
spells,
Liddy is going to gonna need to do perception first.
Who's in charge of Liddy?
I think
Reverend?
Reverend.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You're not feeling
Sorry.
Let's see. What was she needing to do?
Perception.
perception.
Her turn.
Mhm.
All right, perception.
Yeah, she can
20.
see. She can see the giant shape.
Wait. Let's do. Well, she can see. So she's not being penalized.
She is
Yeah.
not being penalized.
All right, scorching ray it is then. How many
That'll hit.
rays? How many are you getting normally?
What level are you casting it at?
The base level.
3.
Three.
Three. Okay, so let me do 3 of those. There you go.
All right, so 2 of those hit.
Okay. 3 damage. Wow. And 5. So 8 whole damage.
Okay.
Let me mark that off her sheet. All right.
All right. So now, did she remain where she was standing, or did she move?
Behind most everybody. Where she's gonna stay.
Okay. And Elspeth hasn't moved yet.
Correct.
All right. Let me.
Trying to get out of her harness.
All right. So I need Liddy to make a strength save, I believe. Mhm.
Right. Let's see. Back to her thing. Strength save. 11.
Okay. Okay. Make a spell. Okay. All right. So that was an 11.
Mhm.
Oh, she makes it. Feels a powerful force sort of grab her and start to push. It
Shit.
just seems out of nowhere, but she just holds on and just like powers through it, going the whole way. It just isn't strong enough to overcome her dwarven sense of resilience. All right. So that brings us to Elspeth.
Yeah. So Elizabeth, I guess you need a perception roll first.
Your passive perception is pretty
Yeah, it is.
high.
18.
So I let you and
Okay.
Blue just sort of.
All right, then she's gonna cast spiritual weapon and bonk that guy that she can see on.
That will do it.
Okay, then she's also going to do one of her blessed strike, which she can do once per round. Cast it. Yeah. Level 6 plus a 1d8 extra radiant. So 11. And that'll be your turn.
Okay. And that brings us to top of the order, I believe, with Uzgex.
Okay. This guy is gonna attack the thing again. Ooh. Can you maneuver around so he's like, since Blue is now there, so he's flanking?
Is this a large creature or a huge creature?
He's huge. I
Then
believe.
no, you can't flank a huge creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. More. I'm assuming 20 hits, or
20 hits.
he can smite it too, right?
Yes.
Then he's gonna use a level 2 spell slot to
Then that will
smite him.
be 48.
So that plus 4d8.
Wow.
Good. Nice.
Wow.
Yes. So I have no idea what that is. That's
33.
yeah, 33. Yes. So 33 damage on that, and then his second strike also hits, plus another 10. So 43 points of damage.
Whew. Ouch.
Nice.
Okay.
Paladins are really making good at the big numbers. Just every now and then you get the real big numbers from the paladins.
the most biggest of numbers.
Yeah.
All right, Erasmus, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm assuming I will. Oh, Uskix didn't actually make a perception, or does not need it because he was right.
He was directly in front of a giant.
Okay.
So,
I'm assuming I need to make it.
yes, you still need to make it.
Nope.
You're just all you see is just like this thick fog, and you're short, and everybody's running around.
So it's normal attacks rather than advantage. Okay. Because pack tactics. So fuck it. I'm gonna go for the scorching ray. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh, 4 of them hit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold on. So the first one is 8, and the one that's so 5 is a 6.
All right, so 8, 6,
34?
11, and 9.
No, 8, 11, 6, and 9. I have no idea what that is.
34.
Yeah.
Okay. 34 damage to him.
Okay. Reverence.
How's he looking?
You'd have to roll perception.
Oh, well, I'm gonna run up to him, so
Mhm.
All right.
Run up to the giant cloud.
What is your passive perception?
11.
I mean, he's definitely taken some hits.
Oh, he's about to take some more. Before I do that, I'm gonna cast. Let's see. We're gonna go with the classic casting of the what's this called? Searing Smite. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Searing Smite. I'm gonna call upon. Say what? He's gonna call upon his infernal heritage, and suddenly his warhammer bursts into flames. And then I'm going to take my 2 swings at this guy.
Okay.
Okay. First one, natural 20.
Ooh, bonk.
Oh.
And I'm going to unleash another smite on top of all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Time for big numbers.
Now for the real big numbers. Okay. So first off, for the actual weapon damage, that's 20 damage from the weapon, plus 2d6 fire damage. So it's 5 fire damage. And then he's going to take 8d8 radiant.
5 plus.
Let's find out.
29 radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, he's on fire.
Okay. All right.
That should make him easy to see at least.
Well, he looks bad now. He definitely he's looking bad.
Mhm.
Very rough. Which brings us
I got another slam.
to...
Oh,
Oh, you got another thing. I forgot. Go for it.
15.
I believe that actually misses. Yeah, he kind of... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't miss.
All right. He takes an additional. Well, hold on. Let me reroll that one. So 12 damage.
Okay. Alrighty, it is blue.
Blue. It's just gotta go punch a big old boy. So 1, 2. Oh, look at that crit. And that not crit. Doesn't matter. Should I use it? Nah. And flurry of blows. All six attacks on him. Because why not? I got. Okay. I don't know what AC is.
I think 2 of them hit.
Okay. The crit and I'm guessing the 23. So
Oh,
19.
and the 15 hits.
And the 15 hits. So 19 and 9. Whatever that is. 27. 19 and 9. No, 28. 28.
Yes.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's also the crit extra from the crit.
Yeah, that's the 6 plus 4.
Oh,
Damn.
I see it above. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do.
He is looking... I'm not sure how closely you can see it, but he's looking bad.
Well, he's on fire, so it should be easier to see.
Okay. And Liddy's turn.
Okay. Click that. Click open Liddy's character sheet. You know, I cast Scorching Ray before and it basically did nothing. So we're just gonna go with Magic Missile.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Can't miss.
7 force. 2 plus 1 plus 1.
That'll do it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Woo! Go, Liddy. That was a terrible roll, too.
Yeah. You guys really cut him down a lot. That.
And then Lily just like just shoots the just hits him like book, and he falls over.
He was just staggering, and it was that just boom, boom, and over he goes. You guys can roll. Actually, people who are directly engaged should probably roll a dex save, but it will be a low.
Plus
Okay.
5, remember.
Yeah.
Add plus 5 to your roll.
Yeah, Blue, you get rid of the way.
I'm done for.
That's Liddy. Liddy took him out, is gonna die.
No, that was Reverence.
That was reference.
Yeah.
Oh, and Usgex is...
You are Elspeth. It was not directly Elspeth back at the
That's for Usgex.
Yeah. Okay.
12 plus 5, 17. Yeah, so everybody but
Reverence.
But Reverence, who was looking back and being like, "Go, Liddy," and then a giant fell on your head.
Yep.
Uh,
I love that.
A giant who's on fire.
He goes out as soon as he dies.
Oh, okay.
It's a
you're
magic
taking
fire.
a whopping 4 points of damage. You're fine. So, now you hear a very loud, very booming voice that says, "Enough!" And in front of you, the fog clears away. You see one giant who is lying, bleeding out at your feet, and another even larger giant. This one, very old and with almost purple skin and hair, comes forward. He touches the first giant, moves him up, moves to him, heals him enough so that the first giant stands up and he says, "Thank you, Master." The bigger giant now looks at you and he says, "Well, you've earned the right for an audience with Kar Kroguk. This is the last thing that you must do." He points to the edge of the mountain. He says, "You have 3 seconds to jump. 1,
But I jump.
I guess
Yeah,
we
we
rush
run.
to jump.
All right.
let's see
Leap
if
of
Luke
faith.
jumps. Leap of faith. Yeah, I guess Liddy's going for it too. She's like, "All right, everybody jumps."
Everybody does. This is the end of the campaign.
For a
Can't
moment,
believe it's that easy to trick them into committing suicide.
for a moment, you are ass over elbows going just down, down, down. And then at the last moment, swoops up from below you like a net of wind. It lifts you up so that you feel almost as if you are flying. And it goes higher and higher and higher, up to where the place that you had struggled so hard and so long to get to the top of is now far beneath you. And as you look up, you see first just clouds, just dense, thick clouds. But you continue to rise, and you rise through the clouds, which are cold and just cloying all about you. As you come out on top of the cloud mass, you now see yourself in front of a great castle, just electric blue fortress of just pulsing light. And you are carried through the drawbridge of the castle into the lobby. The giants come with you. They just seem to fly up into this castle. And as you step in forward, much bigger than your average dragonborn, you see the princess, or who you take to be the princess. She's a huge golden warrior, standing probably 9 feet tall, covered in runic tattoos. When she stands forward and she says, "So, I take it you've come for me."
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Indeed, we have.
Yes, yes.
Time to go claim your.
Uzgex obviously is right now bowing, just like
Mhm.
down on his but your highness, and swearing endless fealty. What do you guys do?
I take a knee. To her. Sure.
All right.
Seems like the right thing to do in this case.
Look at her and say, Princess, it's. Oh, yeah, it's time to take your kingdom back.
And do you think that we can do this together?
Well, if we don't, the world ends. So we don't really have a choice.
They're pragmatists.
He's got a point.
We
She
either,
smiles.
we either save the world or we die trying.
She says, my foster father, Karg, said that someone would come soon and that we must go together. Very well.
I'm sorry, it's us.
At this, Karg Kroguk, the enormous giant, comes forward. He's holding the raven statuette, and he says, I would like to hear that joke now.
What was the joke?
I don't even
I'd like to
remember.
introduce you to Erasmus.
I wave.
That was a knock-knock joke. You already got it wrong.
No. But they have to know his name to get the
Oh,
joke.
yes.
Yeah.
So Erasmus, it's a pun on your name.
Yes.
So knock knock, or yeah, you have to do the knock knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh my
Erasmus.
Erasmus who?
I don't remember the joke.
Erasmus must be burning from all the jalapenos they ate.
God. Wow, this is real. This is
Erasmus just
bad.
like had the biggest smile on his face. Looking up into the fucking jacket.
You can roll
Reverence is
performance
just like-
with disadvantage.
Reverence his face and hands.
I'll give him
apparently.
guidance when he's telling the joke, so he gets to
Oh.
roll an extra.
D4, right?
This is what we do.
It's
15.
a 15. That's not bad.
It says,
Considering how
Well-
awful the joke is.
it's a terrible joke, but I do appreciate your courage in telling it to me.
Gotta be honest, I didn't think it required courage.
He's not very smart.
I gathered. Come, we will dine together. I'm sure you have questions.
Yeah. What do we need to do to raise an army to get her back on the throne?
I'm understanding that armies are being raised all over.
Yep.
What you need is someone to be at the head of them. For this, I have raised the princess.
Oh, good. It shouldn't be us.
That's a terrible idea.
Definitely a terrible idea.
We're not your usual adventure.
It would not be you. I'm 800 years old. I'm not a fool. But you must fight. I have seen it in my visions. It was my visions that led me to save her in the first place. I knew that someday she would be required for this. She has become my daughter, though, in more than, well, in my heart as well. So I will call upon you all to be very protective of her.
Oh, of course. Do you know how this is going to fix the corruption, or what has to be done to fix the corruption? Her role in this?
Let me see. I do not. That is beyond my sight. Something, the corruption itself, it seems, blocks my ability to divine.
Hmm.
For it is made of a very alien and evil energy, which is difficult for me to see.
Well, first things first, her back on the throne. Her on the
Yes,
throne.
this much I have seen. You must defeat the usurper and bring her back to her rightful throne. From there, I am not sure.
So these visions, are we like sneaky assassin killing him? Or are we meeting on a battlefield killing him? Or getting in a street fight? Or maybe a bar fight? I mean, can I be a bit more specific?
I'm fairly sure bar fight won't be the thing.
Damn it.
What I have seen is armies moving. The armies of all the countries of this continent up against the might of, well, the might of Viakreen and his evil and vicious allies from beyond this world.
Oh, this sounds like fun. Okay.
It will not be fun. There will be much death.
Oh, sorry, I was being ironic.
Eh,
As in, we're all gonna die, kind of thing.
well, as long as it's not us dying.
Don't say
I
that out loud.
cannot promise.
Shut up,
that.
Erasmus.
It is not in my sight to know who will die. There is too many variables to speak the future.
Hmm.
He looks at you, Blue Sky, and he says, You will understand this, being a creature of Kronos. The future is never clear. There are some things that can be seen, but most things they cannot.
We've learned that. Or at least I have. I don't know about the rest of them.
Indeed. He brings you into a banquet hall where, oh, Erasmus, you are out of, there's, like, you're just going to have to sit on the table.
I kind of figured.
The rest of you are probably going to have to stand on the chairs. You notice that the princess has her own sort of specially built, very high, but small enough that she can actually sit in it chair.
All I'm imagining is like a high chair for a baby.
It's basically like a real, well, I mean, it doesn't have a little ladder.
Yeah.
It is very, very high.
She's basically a tennis umpire.
And I mean, speaking, like, this is, I don't know what you know of giant magic or giant things, but she is clearly significantly bigger than your average dragonkin. And you have heard nothing about, the royal family being any bigger usually than any other dragon.
Mm.
But she's big. She is hardcore tough looking too. She looks like she could slam you into the middle of next week.
Must be something in the water. Froze him up big.
That's all the Care Bears there's.
So in terms of, I don't know, is there an advisor or someone around that I can talk to? It's not quite as intimidating as everybody else, or
I think everyone up here is going to be intimidating.
yeah, probably.
The cloud giant who you fought is still there.
Oh, great. What I want to know is if they've started any diplomatic work. So maybe that's just something we'll have to ask a princess.
I would assume no. Man, yeah, that's a good like we need to figure out how we're gonna get all the armies of all
Yeah.
the countries.
I mean, it's a Tuesday. We could do that, but no, it is an enormous task to get everybody to gather their armies. Where do we go first? Baroness School? Teleport out of here?
We have teleportation.
So
I will not be going with you.
you might stand out and give us. Probably makes.
Are we gonna try and get the Tritons to help too?
Probably.
I mean, they probably have an army.
They owe us.
Yeah, they'll be.
I mean, I know they paid us, but they still owe us.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do in the
They
water.
would probably also be very much be interested in not dying.
That's true.
They don't owe us, but they do have gratitude towards us. There's a difference.
There you go. That's the word.
Okay, so if we're gonna take the princess somewhere, where are we going to go? Start this plan. Where can she hide out? One of your monasteries? Or is she gonna come with us? But
I do not wish to hide anymore. I have spent my entire life hiding and waiting. Now is when we go to take my throne. I would like to be brought to wherever the most powerful or wisest advisors can be, a place where I will be able to interact with the other leaders of this realm.
Well,
I don't know who that would be.
The Tritons, I think. I mean, you'll still be, Her Highness will still be safe. We don't want her to, them to get wind of what's happening for as long as possible. And they have diplomatic contact with other heads of government. That's one possibility.
Yeah, that's true. They have embassies, basically have embassies all over the place, so they might be able to quickly communicate out.
Baronets is another option because they could communicate with wizards.
Yeah. I don't remember how all the governments of all the countries, how they work.
Well, there's the religiously intolerant ones.
Yeah, but they all have I'm assuming the city states each city state has their own government.
Yes, they're all a little different.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
So there is a royal family still in Moradia, and there is a royal family in Helvaker. The Moradian one is a little less important. It's more of a figurehead thing. And in Helvaker, you're not exactly sure. It's really unclear, the political and the religious theocracy it's kind of all blended together, so it's hard to tell. There is no royal family in New. All of a sudden, I can't remember my own place. Newfoundland anymore. It is a sort of a parliamentary system. Well,
but Newfoundland, that's the capital, I'm assuming, of Pencroft.
Yes, of Pencroft. And in Leona, each of the city states is its own sort of thing. They are bonded together by various treaties, but they are also separate.
So there we need to talk to a lot of different people. Great.
If you were to, and you would know this, if you were to go to Astrania, they would probably all come to you. And where one goes, the others would go. When it comes to dealing with the outside of Leona, the elven cities tend to band together as one. They're not.
Okay.
I guess the one thing I'm thinking about that might be a problem with the Tritons is that she'll immediately be put into a political thing. It'll give them some leverage because she'll be there. So I guess I'm thinking more about the Baroness School because wizards are everywhere, right? they transcend the local politics, and it would be the fastest way to get to powerful people who could get to the leadership.
Yeah.
Anyone else have ideas?
No, I mean that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's the.
Uzgex pipes up to tell the princess that there are many knights just like him who have been looking for her, and he'll send out messages to all of them. So wherever they go, they will come and they will be her honor guard, and he's just going off.
Okay.
Oh.
And all of them will die to protect her and to see her on the throne, and she has nothing to worry about, and blah, 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 blah. And Liddy looks a little miffed, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So while this little drama's playing out, yeah, Béarnaise School.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the most reasonable. Yeah.
I guess in the tower, if they could send us so that we can present her with people and she can start to choose from advisors from some of the smartest people in Lirune. But yeah, we don't want her to be seen until she's ready to announce her presence in an appropriately regal way.
Yeah, because the moment she does that,
Yep.
then the people in Strukoi are gonna know, and they might do some kind of it. I think actually, yeah, putting her in the burning school as far away from Strukoi as possible to begin with is a good idea.
Yeah, they're not going to march through the corruption to get to her.
Yeah, and they're also not gonna march through the other countries. Like, you can't just move an army through enemy territory like that.
Yeah.
Your counsel seems wise to me. I shall follow as you say. Is this a good place to leave for the evening?
Yes,
I would think so.
Yeah.
It seems like a natural.
Before we,
I can't like engage very heavy right now. My brain's fucking.
That's fine.
I'm curious. Have we reached a milestone?
You have. I was actually just about to. Next time, you have found your princess. So
we're level 11 now.
Yeah, you will soon be level 11. And
let me go ahead and roll that then, boy.
Yeah, so are we saying that we're staying overnight there and then we'll pick up from the next day?
Yeah, you can basically all take one bed.
Oops.
With plenty of room. But yes, you are given, you have earned the right to be granted a full, what is the word I'm looking for? Not sanctuary.
Diplomatic immunity?
Something like that. I can't, the word isn't coming to me all of a sudden.
That's fine.
But we're not going to get rid of our exhaustion point yet.
It depends if you, how long you stay.
Okay.
I mean, you will probably, I would think, even if you go to Béarnaise School, as far as you know anyway, like you're gonna probably be able to relax for a little bit and probably get rid of it.
Yeah, so I'll leave it on for the next session.
I got improved divine smite, y'all.
Nice.
All the smites.
Every attack does an additional D8 radiant damage.
I gotta compare my level 9 skills cleric to a level 3 druid to make a decision.
I learn this is a good level for me. I have 3 spell slots now, and I gain another spell, and I now get my 6th level spells.
Nice. See, so suffused with righteous might. That's great. All your weapon strikes carry divine power. Nice. Oh yeah, that's I have that divine smite too. So,
Erasmus, I will say, don't do too much on your sheet yet.
I haven't I haven't done anything. All I've done is upgrade my health.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've kind of figured.
What's going on?
There you go. 13 bludgeoning, 4 radiant. There you go.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. So, are we on for next Saturday?
Yeah.
I
Reckon.
believe so. Yes.
Good. Well, it's been such a long time. This was so nice to kind of
Yes.
settle in
Yeah.
back into this
Finally
world.
be back.
Yes. Thank you to our dungeon mistress for running a wonderful game, and to all the players for being silly with me. Until next time, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye,
Bye,
buddy.
party.
Hey, they did the bit.